Hey everyone, so I am going to do a karmic reading today. I haven't done one in quite a while, but I wanted to go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with Divine Masculine and the karmic partner. Please understand that everybody is at a different stage in their journey. And so for those of you who have been on the journey for quite a while, and you have evolved, you probably don't need karmic readings. But what I want you to understand is that every day there are new, younger people who are coming onto the journey. And these are the people who, because they are in the beginning of their stages, in the beginning of their journey, they kind of need that reassurance. It helps them to heal when they hear karmic readings. Eventually they, will evolve too. Eventually they will heal, and they'll get to the point where, the evolved ones are, and will no longer need them. However, we cannot, judge those who are, still new, who are still in the early stages of their journey. It's very helpful to hear karmic readings because of that. Keep in mind that, in life, everything is about balance. With the darkness comes the light, so it's one of those things where, sometimes, to balance the good, you need to hear, the dark, right? So, or the bad. So again, with light and darkness, it all balances out. But again, for most people, they are evolved, and karmic readings are not something that, they're interested in hearing. But there are people who are joining the journey every single day, and these are the people that in the beginning, they kind of just need that. They just kind of need that reassurance to just kind of help them heal a little bit, okay? So don't judge me too harshly because I am doing a karmic reading. One thing I will not do is I will not bash the karmic. I will just read the energies and just kind of let you know what's going on. So also, before I get started with the reading, I am still doing personal readings based on your donations, not based on what I usually charge. So that is still open for all of you. If you are interested in a personal reading, if you have $10 and you need a reading, $10 is fine, $15 is fine. Whatever it is that you can donate for a reading at this particular time is what I'm accepting for personal readings. So I wanted to just let you know that I am still doing that. I was very, very swamped last week, so I didn't get a chance to do any videos for YouTube, but I'm pretty much caught up now. So I do have now some availability. So if you're interested in getting a personal reading, again, whatever it is that you can afford, just send me an email and we can move forward with that. So let's go ahead and get started with this reading. We're going to take a look at Divine Masculine and the karmic partner, see what is going on. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull a couple of cards here. Spirit for Divine Masculine and the karmic partner. What is the current energy with Divine Masculine and the karmic partner at this time? What is the current energy? What is the current energy for Divine Masculine and the karmic partner. Current energy. Karmic partner and the divine masculine, current energy. Okay, so the first card that we have is the Hanged Man. It is in reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. We have Temperance in the upright. The Knight of Wands in the upright. We have the World in the upright. Five of Cups in the upright. Two of Pentacles in the upright. And the Star in reverse. So let's go ahead and start from the beginning here. The first card is always the most important card in a reading. So we have the Hangman, and it is in reverse. So the thing about the Hangman, when the Hangman is in the upright position, this is obviously talking about, you know, a stalemate. However, even though there is, you know, this stalemate, okay, in this connection, there is, you know, again, in the upright position, it showed up in reverse, but I want to explain the upright. So this would basically be saying that, yes, you know, there is a stalemate when it comes to this connection, but when it's in the upright, even though there is that stalemate and that feeling of being stuck or feeling stuck, there's always the opportunity to change your perspective. The fact that it's showing up in the reverse is basically just saying that when it comes to this connection with divine masculine and the karmic, it's just at a stalemate, and there's really no way to, there's really no hope for changing the perspective at this time. We have the Star over here that's in reverse, which is about hope, right? In the upright position, this is about hope. It's showing up in the reverse. So, you know, this is, again, I feel like it's going along with this card here, saying that, you know, this connection is just, it's that feeling of being stuck. There's no hope at this particular time to change perspective. There's not a change of perspective to kind of help this situation along. Next to this Hanged Man is the Eight of Pentacles, also in reverse. In the upright position, this would be that, you know, they would, you know, when it comes to the connection, you know, they're working hard at trying to get unstuck, okay? But the fact that it's showing up in the reverse is saying that, you know, they're not even working at it. They're not even working at trying to get unstuck right now. So really, again, it's like a hopeless situation, okay, with the Star in reverse. I feel like Also, this could mean, because this is Pentacles, right? It could definitely be that, there just really isn't, especially with, the pandemic right now, money's not coming in. So I feel as though, especially since there is a man in this picture, again, in the upright position, this is, a man who's working hard, to try to accomplish something, make money, and, even using that money to accomplish something. Accomplish what? Well, it's next to the Hanged Man. That would mean working hard to bring in some money to get out of this situation, to get unstuck. The problem is that it is in the reverse. So this could, this is an indication that, there's no money coming in. So I feel as though, this is not a good situation, because I feel like both of them, because again, the most important, the first card is the most important card when you're starting a reading. This is clearly indicating that both Divine Masculine and the Karmic are just feeling stuck in this relationship, and they're not working on it. They're not working on the relationship to make it better, and they cannot get unstuck because there's really no money coming in for either one of them to really make this happen, to get unstuck, to change the perspective. There's no money coming in to be able to accomplish that at this particular time. So we do have the Temperance. It's in the upright. This is about patience and balance, right? So I feel as though both Divine Masculine and the Karmic are just, trying to have some patience, and they're trying to balance this connection, even though, again, they feel stuck. They're not working on the relationship. They're not working on it, and money's not coming in to be able to have the resources to get unstuck, right? So currently they're just being patient and just trying to find balance, with the situation at hand, okay? Just trying to be patient and find the balance with the situation at hand, with what is going on, okay? So we do have the Knight of Wands here, okay? And this is obviously a card of, the Knight of Wands is someone who, he's flaky, and he's also not committed, okay? He's someone who has commitment issues. So I feel as though, again, they're both feeling stuck in this situation. There's not the opportunity right now to change things around. And I feel like there's right now, even though they're being patient and trying to find balance with each other, when it comes to, any kind of passion between them, they're basically just flaky with each other, and there's really no commitment, a lack of commitment, because the Knight of Wands is somebody who is flaky and he cannot commit, okay? So they're just, again, just waiting it out, okay? Being patient and waiting it out. So we do have the World. So the World is the indication that, they're basically wanting to put a conclusion to this situation, okay? They're wanting to put a conclusion to this situation and basically just start anew. I feel like both of them are not really happy in this situation. They just can't get out of it right now because money is a problem. But they're not working on the relationship, like I said. And because they're not working on the relationship, they just feel stuck. And, you know, they're wanting to put an end and a conclusion to it so that they can both, you know, start over. Okay. And because of the fact that they're wanting to put an end to it, but the resources are not there and they feel stuck, they're both just feeling, you know, they're feeling a bit depressed about it. Okay, the Five of Cups, they're feeling down about it. You know, both of them, I feel both of them are feeling down about the fact that they cannot master what it is that they want to master, and what it is they want to master is putting a conclusion to this connection. Okay, but they're not able to do that at this point. Okay, so we do have the Two of Pentacles here, you know, which is about juggling. So I would venture to say that one or both, you know, obviously are juggling this connection and another connection. Okay, so they're juggling between it, and this is the reason why they feel stuck and they want to put a conclusion, because one or both are juggling with their connection and a connection with somebody else. So it's a feeling of hopelessness at this point. Like I said from the beginning, I feel like both of them are just feeling hopeless. But, you know, again, they're both, you know, flaky in this connection, and, you know, they're having commitment issues. They just can't, you know, they can't master a way out to get unstuck. All right, so it does have both of them down about it. Okay, you know, the Five of Cups is also about regrets. I feel like next to this Two of Pentacles, you know, this is, you know, saying that, you know, there is this regret that, you know, they are stuck to this connection, you know, when they have another connection that, you know, they want to be a part of. Okay, especially with, you know, the World here, you know, they're wanting to put a conclusion to this and start anew. Okay, so, you know, it's that sadness and that regret, you know, for the other connection that, you know, they're juggling. Okay, and at this particular time with the Star in reverse, it's a hopeless situation. In the upright, you know, the Star is about hope, and it is about, you know, your wishes coming true. It's showing up in the reverse. So this is saying that at this particular time, it is a hopeless situation, and, you know, what it is that they're wishing for, putting a conclusion and getting unstuck, it's just not there right now. You know, the wish for that to happen is not there at this particular time. Okay, so I just feel like both of them are just trying very, very hard to have patience with the situation at hand, even though they're not happy about it. Okay, they're not happy about it, but, you know, they're just trying to, you know, they're just, you know, they're just being patient, and they're just trying to wait it out, you know, the best that they can. All right, so let's see. Let me pull a couple of cards here. Let's see. Let's pull a clarifier here for the Hanged Man. Spirit, please give me a confirmation for the Hanged Man. Confirmation for the Hanged Man. Confirmation for the Hanged Man, Spirit. Confirmation for the Hanged Man. Okay, so the card that we have is, sorry. So the card that we have is change, okay? And it says, moving out, not happy in current living circumstance. And I already said that, okay? Again, this is feeling stuck. We're confirming the Hanged Man. It is in reverse, okay? It's being stuck and having that disappointment, okay, that they're not able to change their perspective at this time, okay? They're both wanting change. They feel stuck because they're wanting to move, okay? They're wanting to put a conclusion. They're wanting to move because they're not happy in this current living circumstance, okay? So, you know, I was correct about that. All right. So let's go ahead and get confirmation for this 8 of Pentacles. Give me confirmation for the 8 of Pentacles. Confirmation for 8 of Pentacles, Spirit. Okay, so we have strength. The card that we have is strength. So, you know, strength is about, you know, having the strength to do something. However, because it's clarifying the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like this is basically just saying what Temperance is saying. Although at this particular time, there's really no money coming in to be able to move, okay? To be able to move out because they're not happy with the current circumstances together. Because there's no money coming in and because they're not able to master what it is that they want to move away from each other. They're basically just having to be strong and just basically keep up the courage within themselves, okay? And be patient. They know that there's not money coming in. They know they cannot master this moving out and getting unstuck, but you know, they are, I feel like they're both just at this particular time, just trying to hold on, trying, you know, it's, I feel like both of them are just honing in on their own strength to be able to stay in this situation, even though they're not happy in this situation. They're not happy in the current living situation and circumstance, okay? They are being strong about it and they are trying to be patient. However, you know, it's still, you know, it's still, what can I say? How can I say? It's still an obstacle at this current time, okay? It's still an obstacle at this current time. So let's see what else. What else can you tell me, Spirit? What else can you tell me? What else can you tell me about this situation overall? Overall, what can you tell me about this situation? Wow, so we have keepsakes, and it says holding on to gifts, letters, love notes, and memories. Okay, and oddly enough, it landed right on this Two of Pentacles. As I said earlier, I feel like one or both is juggling between this connection and another one. So the fact that, you know, this card, you know, pretty much landed on this Two of Pentacles is basically telling me that when it comes to the other connection that is involved, okay, for Divine Masculine, that would be Divine Feminine. If the Karmic is involved in another connection, I feel as though one or both, they have some keepsakes, okay? They're holding on to some gifts, some letters, some love notes, some memories. Maybe there's been some text messages, some emails, and they're basically, you know, kind of holding on to that. And, you know, I feel as though with this strength as well, I feel like it could be that it's the keepsakes, okay? It's the letters and the notes and the emails and the texts and the gifts that, you know, have to do with the other connection that is really keeping one or both of them strong, okay? And really just trying to wait this out, to be patient so that they can get to the point where they can put a conclusion to it, okay? Now, the thing about it is, this is showing up in the upright position. So this is saying that even though, you know, right now there is this standstill, this is a good indication that, you know, they will be able to get to a point where they will be able to put a conclusion to this, okay? It seems like they both really want this, okay? But it's, you know, definitely what's keeping one or both of them strong, even though they can't financially get out of this situation and master getting out of this situation, is, you know, Divine Feminines, emails, and, you know, text messages and things of that nature, you know, that's really keeping them, that's keeping Divine Masculine and the Karmic strong, okay? So what else, Spirit? What else? Okay, so we have time, all right? And that's pretty much what we've been talking about throughout this whole reading. It says waiting for the right timing, okay? Impatient, it does say impatience and antsy, okay? So, so they are waiting for the right time, okay, to put a conclusion to this, okay? But we do have patience that is here. I feel like they are being patient, but at times, okay, at times they do get they do get a little bit impatient and antsy, but at the end of the day, they're waiting for the right time, okay? So regardless, they are waiting for the right time to turn this situation that they're not happy with, okay? Waiting for the right time to get out, okay? To get out of this unhappy situation. Let's go ahead and pull a clarifier for this time though, okay? I want to pull a clarifier for it. Give me a clarifier for time. Wow, so we have contract, desiring, commitment, marriage, and eloping, okay? So basically, they're waiting for the right time to put a conclusion to this connection, start anew, okay? So that they can have this contract with you that involves commitment, marriage, and possibly eloping. And if it's not, commitment, marriage, and eloping, it's, it's having the desire to do so, okay? It's having the desire to do so. Again, as I said over here, they're not committed to this connection with each other, okay? They're very flaky and they're not committed to it, okay? I feel as though Divine Masculine is wanting to be committed to his Divine Feminine, and he's just waiting for the right time in order to be able to do that, okay? So I feel that's absolutely beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and let's put this to the side. And let's just pull a couple of cards for your connection, okay? So, Spirit for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, as we see right now, Divine Masculine is feeling stuck, is not able to master changing his perspective at this time because money seems to be a problem. But he is waiting for the right time to be able to move towards his desires, marriage, and things of that nature. So let's see, Spirit. So now that we understand what's going on with Divine Masculine and the Karmic, what can you tell me about Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine when it comes to this whole situation with the karmic partner? What can you tell me? Wow. So, wow, these cards that came out are really kind of I feel as though what these cards are saying is it's kind of like divine masculine when it comes to you, divine feminine. I feel as though he's wanting you to know something, okay? He's wanting you to know something. So the first card that we have is the Four of Pentacles, and it does say a scarcity mindset. Then we have Seven of Swords, deception and strategy, okay? Then we have the Hermit, which is soul searching. And then we have the Page of Swords, which is about the thoughts. And then we have the Eight of Swords, which is about imprisonment. So I feel as though when it comes to you, divine feminine, I feel like your divine masculine is wanting you to know that he is in a situation, again, well, I mean, we already seen, you know, with the Hanged Man, okay, being stuck, okay? And so we have confirmation here with the Eight of Swords, which is basically feeling an imprisonment, okay? And we have Page of Swords here, thoughts. I feel like this divine masculine feels as though he feels trapped in this karmic relationship, and I feel as though he feels like the karmic has been very deceptive. Okay? Because Seven of Swords is a card of being deceptive and, you know, and cheating and things of that sort. But also, you know, because this card does say strategy, I feel as though your divine masculine is wanting you to know that, again, he feels like he's imprisoned in his mind, and his thoughts are really thinking that this karmic is up to something strategically, is up to something, lying about something, okay? And I feel like he may not know exactly what it is that this karmic is lying about, okay? As you can see, the woman, you know, she has, you know, her finger to her mouth, you know, as to say, you know, secrets. He feels as though she's got some secrets. She's lying and being deceptive, but she's strategizing against him, okay? So while he's, you know, stuck, while he's feeling imprisoned, and while he's feeling stuck, he's doing some soul searching. I feel like he is he could be investigating, like, what is this woman doing? Because I feel like he's really wanting out, which, I mean, we already seen, you know, he wants out, okay? He wants out. He's not happy in this situation. He really feels like the karmic is doing something, because, again, I asked this question for divine masculine in you, okay? So this is divine masculine basically wanting you to know that yeah, he feels trapped, but his thoughts are really moving, you know, moving you know, crazy. His mind's going crazy. His thoughts are going wild. And he feels like this karmic is up to something. She's strategically up to something. Okay, so he is doing some soul searching. And then with the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is about a card of, it's a card about kind of stepping back, in some cases rejection, okay, because this card does say scarcity mindset. So it's like, you know, being scared about something, so they're not able to move forward, right? So I feel like what Divine Masculine wants you to know, Divine Feminine, is that he may not at this particular time, he may not be communicating with you or putting an effort towards you or putting in any kind of movement right now. Four of Pentacles, he may kind of just be concentrating right now as to what's going on. What is this karmic up to? Okay, what's she trying to do? Okay, what is it that she's trying to do? Because again, his thoughts are going wild, and he's doing some soul searching, and he wants out of this imprisonment. So I feel like what these cards are saying is that he may not be putting a lot of effort into your connection right now. Now, the connection, obviously, he is juggling between it, because we do have the Two of Pentacles over here, okay? We do have the Two of Pentacles, but we do have the Star card here that's obviously saying, you know, right now things feel a little hopeless, but the only thing really keeping him, you know, keeping him strong, you know, is the keepsakes between you and him. He knows what he wants, okay? Marriage, commitment. It's just about, you know, the right timing, okay? So I feel like, again, Divine Masculine is just wanting you to know that even though right now you may feel rejected, or you may feel like he's scared to move towards you, I feel like what it is that he's wanting you to know is that no, he's not really scared. He may just have things on hold right now because he's dealing with some things. He's dealing with whatever it is that this karmic is up to, okay? He's really, you know, doing some soul searching and trying to get down to the bottom of things, okay? But he's not working on the relationship with the karmic. He's not. His thoughts right now, because the Page of Swords too is also a card of kind of looking into things, right? So I feel like right now he's just like, he's looking into whatever it is that this karmic is doing and finding a way to get out of this imprisonment that he feels, okay? So I really feel like he probably feels like you feel rejected, you know, because again, scarcity mindset, you probably feel like he's scared to, you know, move forward or whatnot, but that's not the case. That's not the case. He's kind of on a mission right now. Let's go ahead and pull a clarifier for this Four of Pentacles. Give me a clarifier for this Four of Pentacles. Wow. So we have Five of Pentacles, isolated and alone. So yeah, feel like that's I feel like, so wow, so 4 to 5, 4 of Pentacles to 5 of Pentacles. I feel like Divine Masculine knows that you're feeling alone because he's not really, you know, putting in a whole lot of effort. But I feel like he wants you to know that it's not because he doesn't love you or because he doesn't want to be with you. It's because he does feel trapped, okay? He does feel like he's in a prison and this karmic is up to something. So the fact that he's really thinking about how... I feel like these cards are really talking about how it's in his mind, okay? Thoughts. It's really in his mind that my divine feminine is feeling isolated and alone, but he feels isolated and alone. And he doesn't want you to feel like he's scared to move towards you. He doesn't, okay? Because these cards here are clearly saying he's just waiting for the right time to make his move, okay? But he knows how you're feeling. He knows you're feeling isolated and alone. He's feeling isolated and alone, okay? So I feel like he doesn't want you to feel like he's scared to move forward. He's not. He's just trying to figure some things out that this karmic is doing. Let me see if I can't pull a clarifier for this Seven of Swords. Give me a clarifier for this Seven of Swords, Spirit. Seven of Swords. Give me a clarifier for this Seven of Swords. So we have lessons. Give me a little bit more information about these lessons. So we have travel, vacation, short trip, distant traveling, road trip. That's interesting. So it could be that this karmic has been traveling, okay? This karmic could be taking some trips, okay? And I feel like he's learning some lessons about these trips. I feel like he is learning that through these trips, this karmic could be meeting up with somebody else. And because he's feeling like that, it's like he's learning, and so I feel like he's learning. Like he's been because again, the Page of Swords is somebody who kind of watches things, and they start thinking, and they start watching things and putting their thoughts to a conclusion, right? I feel like this karmic is traveling, going to see somebody, and it's got him learning some lessons. It's basically telling him that she's seeing someone else. She's seeing someone else. But I want to pull. I want to pull another one, because I still feel like there's something else. I still feel like there's something else we're missing here. Give me a little bit more. Okay, so we have disturbance, disputes, exposure, drama, unexpected changes. Okay, so I feel like the lessons that Divine Masculine is learning is that I feel like the karmic is traveling to go meet some other people, because again, we have deception and strategy. But I feel like she could be meeting up with somebody who, I feel like some of these karmics could maybe be seeing somebody who is giving them information on how to get out of this relationship with Divine Masculine, but not just get out of the relationship with Divine Masculine, but to get out of it in a way that is going to cost him big, okay? And the reason I say that is because we have deception and strategy. When you strategize, okay? When you strategize, that means you're up to something, okay? That means you have a strategic plan to do something, all right? You have a strategic plan to do something. And I don't feel like it's just, a strategic plan to leave. I feel like he already knows that, okay? I feel like because we have lessons and because we have disturbance that says disputes, exposure, drama, and unexpected changes, I just feel like with the lessons and the disturbances, this is saying that this karmic is not only cheating, but she's cheating with somebody who could maybe be a lawyer, okay? Or somebody who's advising her, okay, to be able to get out of this relationship with Divine Masculine and basically maybe to take his money or to strategize against him in a negative way, okay? It's not just about cheating. This is about cheating and strategically trying to do something to him, to cost him something, whatever that something is, okay? Most of the time, it's money, but, for, maybe those who are married and have kids, maybe it could be strategically figuring out a way to get out of this connection and take the kids. You never know. You never know. Also in fact, I've had some personal readings recently, okay? I've had some personal personal readings recently. So there's been some karmics who, you know, so I've had some men request personal readings, and basically they have met women out of the country and did, you know, the papers for them to come here to America, okay, and we have travel. So I feel like, so again, some of these men have, you know, met women out of the country, brought them to America. Things are not working out, so now these men are wanting to send the women back, okay, because they came here and they're not treating the men well. They're not being good, you know, wives or whatever. So I feel like that could be another strategic plan. Again, for everybody it's going to be different. It could be money, it could be about the kids. For some people it could be that, you know, we're dealing with a karmic who came here on, you know, a spousal visa, and now all of a sudden they've, you know, met somebody else. They're doing some traveling. You know, they're doing some traveling. They've met somebody else, and they're strategizing on a way to still be here in America, but get out of the marriage. And the problem with that is that, you know, let's say we have a divine masculine who sponsored, you know, a karmic from overseas, you know, and the marriage didn't work out. So now, you know, this divine masculine wants them to go back to their country. Well, guess what? If they find a strategic plan to stay here in America, then this divine masculine is responsible for them for 10 years. Okay, that's a big deal. So I do feel like this is a lesson that divine masculine is learning, and this is, you know, this is a big disturbance. So again, I just feel like this is a karmic who is strategically lying and trying to find a way to put the whammy on this divine masculine. And for everybody it's going to be different, okay? It could be about money, it could be about the kids, it could be about a visa, you know. For everybody it's a different scenario. But I'm just seeing that we have a karmic here who is trying to imprison this divine masculine, but this divine masculine is done. He wants out, okay? Whatever the case may be. He knows that, you know, he's not really making efforts towards you, and he has you isolated and alone. But he's doing some soul searching for himself, and he's trying to be patient, you know, with temperance here. Okay, and he's trying to be strong with strength here, because he's trying to get his shit together, because he's got a karmic on his hands who is trying to put the whammy on him. Okay, so he's wanting you to know that he's going through some things right now, but once he's able to get out of all of this disturbances, you know, there will be changes that is going to come with this, okay? And eventually, when the time is right and he can get out of this chaos, then he will be coming towards you, okay? So that's what I'm seeing, guys. That's what I'm seeing. Hopefully, you know, hopefully everything works out. All I can say is that, you know, we do have some karmics out there that are strategically trying to just put the whammy on, you know, some of these divine masculines. And divine masculine just wants you to know that even though he's not showing you a whole lot right now, he does love you, and he knows what it is that he wants with you. Okay, he wants commitment, he wants marriage, and when the time is right, and once this chaos is cleared out and he's learned his lessons, then he is going to be coming towards you. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal reading, just shoot me an email. And don't forget, if this video resonates for you, hit the like button, and don't forget to hit the bell notification, so when I upload my videos, you will get them. So that's what I have for you, and we will talk to you again on the next one. Bye bye.